It's time once again for the Molly
and Sonny Boy
Vodcast-Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about raising self-consciousness with the A.D.D blues. And hello. We're glad to have you with us, and today we're going to be talking about raising self-consciousness. Not consciousness, raising, but self-conscious. I guess all of us, to some degree, are self-conscious, but people who have what I have and what Sonny Boy has tend to be just a little more self-conscious. It's called attention deficit disorder, also known as A.D.D. So, Sonny Boy, tell me, when did you discover you had A.D.D? It wasn't given a name when we were growing up.
No.
Just
no,
hyperactivity?
No. Yeah. I just sort of figured, it's one of those things you figure out on your own, really. Mm-hmm. Because when I was a kid, nobody thought about it, especially if you weren't hyperactive.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of the dreamer. In other words, they would say my head was crammed up somewhere. I won't say where. But, yeah, I was kind of a dreamer. I daydreamed a lot, and I couldn't focus. I had real problems focusing. That's kind of tipped me off that I had problems. Another big problem, of course, is personal organization. And a lot of ADD people are clutterbugs and pack rats. And we just can't let go of stuff. Maybe it's due to insecurity, but I think a lot of it just has attention. We have tunnel vision. You know, you just think that, you can't see beyond your nose. And if you hear some tinkling, you're going to hear the tags of the dog. He likes to come in and out. He loves these wonderful podcasts because he loves the attention of having Molly and Sonny Boy sitting together in this lovely living room. But anyways, getting back to A.D.D.
She likes to send vibrations through
the gong. Yeah, we had that the other time. The gong sends vibrations to the dog, and the dog sends vibrations to our gong. Well, let's cut to the chase, and let's get down to the song. Okay, so I was getting very frustrated in my life, and I got to a point where I began to pretend I was standing on the outside looking in. Sonny Boy, I just looked at my method of operating. I think ADDers, we have such a strong loathing of being bored. We can't focus on things we're not interested in. But there's a bright spot, right? If we are interested in something. Remember me with that Keno game?
Oh, yeah.
And that,
you can do it.
And with television, of course. I used to be a terrible addict of TV, and now with the
internet. So everybody
internet,
always will tell you then,
what?
I know you can do this because you can pay attention when you're playing video games or music or
on the internet for hours, like 16 or 18 hours. I can do that. But that only pertains to things that I'm truly interested in. In fact, when I went to Jarvis Collegiate Institute, and I don't know if any of our listeners or viewers ever went there, I had a problem because it was a high-level high school. And yet, in some of my grades, I got tremendous grades. I was very interested in history and English, but when it came to mathematics, sad to say, I was very, very bad at math, and I have high respect for people who are good at math. How are you at math, Sonny Boy?
I've always been okay at math.
That's good. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to the present. ADDers' minds tend to flit around like a little moth flying around a room, especially if they don't take their medication, or if it's worn off. So, anyway, we're getting back on track now, talking about the ADD blues. And so anyway, I got really frustrated. Oh, another thing is ADDers often have very lively and creative minds, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, every
that kid who's running around like crazy, he can't settle down. If he does sit still, what's still going on, like inside his head, he's still going like crazy.
He's taking it all in, that's for sure. And so it was very hard for me growing up, especially since I had the very typical strong traits of ADD, hyperactivity, and ability not to focus. In fact, in college, one of my professors, his buzzword was, just focus. But, it's hard to focus when you can't focus. It's almost like telling somebody, something they
Stop
should...
hiccuping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying.
Stop having brown eyes, or stop having, whatever.
But you learn after a while how to operate that brain that you were given.
It's just a different manual.
Can take a while. Yes, if you try and use the operating manual for
everyone else,
it's not going to get you there.
No, and happily I met Sonny Boy, and even though he has ADD, he's a high-functioning ADDer. I'm more developmentally challenged.
High-functioning, mentally challenged? What do they call that?
Yeah, so anyway, I got to a point where I was very frustrated, so I sat down and I typed up these words. Actually, I wrote them in scrawl because a lot of ADDers chicken scratch handwriting. We don't have the patience to write neatly. We chicken scratch it. So I chicken scratched out these lyrics, and I think we should sing this song for our audience, and we'll just get to it, and then we'll just talk a little about the content after we sing it for you. Ready?
I'm ready.
Sometimes I feel like I'm bathing in molasses. I can't do what I want to do. Sidetracked here and there, I can't focus anywhere. I'm so distracted, I've got the ADD blues. I try to wash the dishes, but I've got to do my nails. I want to read my email, but the cat litter smells. I try to find my purchases I bought just yesterday. Can't seem to find them anywhere, there's too much in the way. My sanity is slipping, was I born to lose? It's hard to find your car keys with these ADD blues. When I was just a kid, my teacher would complain. Her desk and locker is a mess, what's wrong with her brain? I couldn't keep up with the rest, no matter if I tried my best. It's hard to be successful when the world horns in on you. It comes from all directions, I don't know what to do. My sanity is slipping, was I born to lose? It's hard to find your car keys with these ADD blues. It's hard to be successful when the world horns in on you. There's no end to all the variety or stimulation. It tells me that it's time for a polka celebration. Roll out the Zoloft, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the Prozac, we'll chase our blues on the run. Sis, boom, Terrera, sing out a song of the cheer. I just went from blues to polka. What the hell is going on here? My sanity is slipping. Was I born to lose? It's hard to find your car keys with this ADD blues. I said it's hard to find your car keys with this ADD blues. 4 pairs of glasses and I can't even find one. And that's about the whole story with the ADD blues. Our mind's flitting everywhere, can't do nothing. You got your mind on doing a bunch of tasks, but then you get sidetracked, and you know how that is.
That's right. You got lots of things that you got to do. I got things I do every day. I just don't always do them.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about A.D.D. and this A.D.D. song, but let's talk about the music, Sonny Boy. Now, that was pivotal in its realization, because I had some ideas. I had a melody created when I got with you on this song, and yet you set it to chords, and you made it come to life. I mean, really having your musicianship in there and really swinging it with the blues.
It was kind of fun. The first couple of months that we did that song, each time we did it, the chord progression was different.
It kind of developed it kind of grew into its clothing, I guess you would say.
Yeah, we just sort of followed one another through the wilds of that tune,
and you know the lyrics. I mean, there was not hide nor hair of semblance of rhythmic. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It was scattered hither and yon, so to speak, and yet for some reason it all kind of worked out, and it's one of those songs that people often request us to sing that song. If you've ever lost your car keys, you'll understand what we're saying, because now we have a little remote on my car keys, so if I hit the remote, it goes beep, 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 and wherever those car keys are, I generally can find them. But we have the hook, too, when we first come in. So I guess you'd call it adaptation.
Adaptation. Adapt or perish. That's the motto.
Well, I don't know what else we could tell our listeners about, or viewers about the A.D.D. Blues. We hope you like the song. And we could mention to you that if you have A.D.D. and you haven't been diagnosed, your family and friends really love you, or you don't have any family or friends. Otherwise, you'd be better off getting it checked out, wouldn't you think?
Oh, you can always improve yourself. Why not? You know.
Yeah, and
not everybody needs medicine. You just need to learn how to operate that brain that you've got.
But if they do need medicine, maybe they should just get checked out to make sure that they...
Oh, sure.
Because the quality of life is very important. And Molly and Sonny Boy really want you to have the best life possible. So until next time, it's Molly and Sonny Boy saying... Aloha!